It's time. Alright, so this is my first video, and I just wanted to give a shout out to Akira Toriyama because he's been a real inspiration in my life, not just my life, many other lives, right? He influenced me to go down this path as far as anime goes, and I'm sure he did the same for most of y'all too. I remember growing up, I used to want to be like Goku so bad. I could see myself as a 4-year old trying to go Super Saiyan, yelling in the house, just you know, like, and he even inspired so many different works of art that I love, like Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, the big three. And it's crazy to me because I never realized just how much of an impact that he had until he died. And I'm sure most of us can say the same thing. And it's crazy. I didn't do this intentionally, but I'm even wearing Dragon Ball Z pajamas. I just woke up not so long ago. I'm wearing a bonnet. I'm just chilling right now. Anyway, I remember when I first started watching YouTube videos and, I was first getting into anime, I was all Dragon Ball Z'd out. Like, my mom and my stepdad would walk in and it was like, "You watching Dragon Ball Z again?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I love this." Like, I don't know, you remember those videos back in the day where you would have like Super Saiyan 9000 and Super Saiyan 20,000 and shit like that, where Goku was gray, had like lightning around him and shit, and he, I don't know, but you know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. But yeah, so I just wanted to say, rest in peace, Akira Toriyama. He was a real one. His legend is gonna live forever. He inspired many generations, from my uncles to my mamas to maybe even my grandmas. Like, I remember my uncle always telling me, he was actually the one that told me about Dragon Ball Z in the first place. He was like, "Yeah, I used to watch this all the time." You know what I'm saying? I was in the room doing push-ups. I remember I was sitting down and I was trying to make a ball with my hand, like a key blast ball or something. And I think I actually did it. It was like a little red ball in my hand, and I shot it and it turned to dust. So, and then I had tried the exact same thing. I was sitting in the front room, living in my grandma's house at the time. I was sitting in the front room, and I was just sitting there imagining, trying to get myself to just make this little ball in my hand, right? And I swear to God, I thought I actually did something. I don't know, it could have been a reflection of the light. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. But I had shot it, and then I had seen like this little dust ball just in the air. It was crazy. Yeah, from my Go Oda to Kubo to Kishimoto, like, pretty much every work of fiction that came after that. Even over here in the West, you be seeing cartoons and movies and all kind of stuff referencing Dragon Ball Z. Goddamn, I need to wash my face. But I really want to talk about just how I got here and what made me actually want to do this. So, like I said, I started off with Dragon Ball Z. It wasn't actually the first thing that got me into anime. It was actually Avatar: The Last Airbender. I was in the house, at the old house, staying with my grandma and them. I was like 4, and I remember we was watching it. It was on TV. I think it was on Nickelodeon, and I was watching Aang like move around. He was like jumping around fighting the firebenders and all that, and I was just like, "I can do that. I can do that." And my uncle was sitting on the other couch with his homies, and it was like, do it then. And I was like, "I right, bet." So I was on that couch, and then I had tried to jump to the other couch, and then I fell and busted my head on the floor. And then the damn cat, Miss Kitty, she came up to me like, "Yeah, I hate." And I was like, "I'm good." I sat my little black ass down though. But yeah, that was the first. And then I think after that, I got into Naruto. I was like 7 or 8. My mama had this friend, Jamie, right? And we used to live with them at that point. And You know, it was always like playing games, and it was a lot. It was fun though. It was hella fun. And I remember we used to be in his room, and we would sit there and watch Naruto. And I was like, "Yo, what's going on? What's this? What's that?" I was like, "What's a Hyuga? What's a Sasuke?" Sasuke. It's crazy because he was my favorite kid. No. Neji was my favorite character, and then it went to Sasuke. And then after that, I was watching One Piece, but I wasn't into One Piece, if that makes sense. So I started watching Bleach. Bleach was like my number one at that point. I just thought that swordplay was so cool when it went Bankai, you know, just all the amazing fights, and then when it was one up against the Hollows. Aizen was my favorite character the whole time. Him and Kenpachi. Kenpachi is Black Air Force energy. I swear to God. I might rewatch this shit now. Anyway, if you've seen the Thousand Year Blood War arc, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, and then I got into One Piece, which now is my all-time favorite. It's the last one of the big three in Dragon Ball Z that I've seen, and it's number one for me, hands down. You know, but I hope Toriyama's family's doing alright. You know, I hope that they're keeping their heads up. I hope all of our favorite mangaka are keeping their heads up too, because, you know, losing Toriyama, that was a big loss. Big loss. But all we can do is, you know, celebrate what he gave to us, celebrate his legacy. And I hope y'all keep y'all heads up as well, you know? So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Rest in peace to Toriyama, my GOAT. He'll always be in my heart, and he'll always be in all of our hearts. And tune in next time, because I got some more heat coming.